All right, I'm back here in my shed. It's winter out there. It's only December, but we already have our snow on the ground, and it'll just start piling up from there. Get 3 or 4 feet deep and be there for months and months. But it's been really cold for 6 weeks or so, and I never got the winter boxes on top. I kept waiting for a warm day, but I'd be gone for work or whatever. So I finally just made some sugar patties this morning, and then I'm making the quilt pillows out of these things with shavings in there, and I'll put the shavings in on top, sugar patty underneath, and we'll just quickly put those on and close up the hive. It's like 37 degrees, so I'm kind of rolling dice a little bit, but they should have the rest of the day to warm the hive back up. It's only about 2 o'clock, so we'll see. I'm not even sure they're still alive. I haven't checked them in 3 months. I'm pretty sure they are. Okay, so this has all those wood shavings in it, and underneath that is the sugar patties. So they can come up around that patty and eat it if they need to. But what this does with these vent holes, last winter, this is the first winter. Last winter was the first time I got bees through the winter. This absorbs any moisture or condensation forming in the hive, and with a vent port down at the bottom, a vent port at the front, the air circulates enough that condensation doesn't build up inside the hive, and that's what kills them. They can't get any moisture. They just can't deal with that. But they can control the temperature in the hive by balling up and working together to keep the queen at like 95 degrees or whatever it is. And they just keep themselves warm. They rotate to the inside of that cluster and out. They take turns, and then some on the outside edge. They can't stay out there too long or they'll die. And so we're gonna go out there, pull the lids off real quick, slap these on, and just hopefully it just takes seconds. And at the same time, I'll look down and see if they're still alive. All right, I'm filming. We're gonna take that top box off. Okay, so grab that top box and just be ready to put it right on here. Oh, they're alive. Okay, let's just pop it right on there. Oh, shoot. I was surprised there were so many up on top. They're gonna get stung. That was a little bit of, I wasn't expecting them to be up at the top, so. Oh, they're getting mad. Oh, come on. Is that on there tight? I think so. It's very, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of rocky. Alrighty, so my camera didn't click on when I was doing my second placement, but the bees again on this hive we're up at the top, so we just left this top board on, and to put this on there's a hole in the middle they can go up through. I'm nervous about that, but I didn't want to disrupt that one too, because these a whole bunch came out and they're just staying on the ground. So I didn't want to lose a whole ball of bees off this one. Anyway, those of you that know bees were like, man, that guy's an idiot waiting this long and all that stuff, but it was just, once it gets cold here, sometimes it locks in and doesn't let go, and it got cold really early. I mean, end of October type of thing, and so I just didn't get those on in time. I kept waiting for a good day, didn't find one, and then finally I just popped those on because it got up to, it's probably about 40 right now, or close to, and so I think they'll be good. It was about 2 weeks prior to this last year that I popped those on a similar type day, and both hives got through the winter with that pillowcase filled with wood shavings that catches all the condensation and stuff, moisture, and that extra sugar in there. Although this year I harvested the honey in September. Last year I harvested like towards the end of October, so they didn't have much time to replenish their brood box stores of honey, like to build these 2 boxes back up, because you just take the honey boxes off and leave those. And but this year they had probably 2 good months of weather, maybe a month and a half, to really build back up and solidify those 2 brood boxes for getting through the winter on their own. So I don't think they'll dip into the sugar on top. They barely touched it last year, but it's there in case they need it. So I will let these roll now. It's December 7th, and we'll let those roll till, or maybe it's like the December 9th. Probably April is when the soonest I'd be able to open these back up, where I'd get a warm day and might check them. We'll keep our eye on them. I wish these were facing south, and I'll probably come out and prop it up so that there's a slope down. But they've got ventilation across the front, across the back, and then a couple portholes on each side. And this is the setup that finally got my bees through a winter here after 4 attempts. So I'm pleased with that. Hopefully they're both alive, and come spring and they hit the ground running. We'll get some sugar water on them and some pollen patties and all that jazz. I'm going to treat them for mites in the spring. I've got all the stuff, so I'm ready to go right out of the gates. Maybe not spring, probably June. And then we'll go from there. Here we are. I have them sitting on the county land right here. Hopefully that's okay. All right, let's go back inside.